honestly, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be saying, "Hey Barbie," in my dreams tonight, and that's a little terrifying. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome. If it's your first time, my name is Talia Adewale, and this is Disbydem, and today we're talking about Barbie. So, right off the bat, I'm just gonna tell you, I did not have Barbies growing up. I did not have Kens. I did not have anything from Mattel. I don't like dolls. They freak me out. Not the Barbie ones, the Victorian kind, like actual baby dolls. They freak me out. Honestly, they're on the list. They're on the list with owls. They're up there with owls for me, and clowns. Like owls, clowns, dolls. Those are probably the three things that really, and snowmen. Snowmen freak me out. This is a discussion for another time. So I had no allegiance to this movie. It was 50-50 if I was going to see it or not. The only reason why I wanted to see it is because it had so many amazing actors in it. And Margot Robbie, I think she's absolutely talented, and she's one of the best people out there as far as acting goes. So is Ryan Gosling and a lot of other people that were in this movie. Let's do a run through of the Barbie cast. So we have Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, Will Ferrell, Emma McKee, who I always thought looked like Margot Robbie and wanted to see them in a movie together. Got my wish. Simu Liu, Michael Cera, Kate McKinnon, America Ferrara, Issa Rae, Ariana Greenblatt, who was in Love and Other Monsters, I believe. She was just a kid there. She's grown, and she's really she's growing into a very fine young lady. Loving that for her. Emerald Fennell, Alexandra Shipp, Nukti Gatwa, Rhea Perlman, Kingsley Ben Adril, Connor Swindles. At one point I was like saying this is a sex education convention because it was looking like all the actors from Sex Education were in there, but it was just three of them. Sharon Rooney, Nicola Coughlan, Scott Evans, Ritu Arya. I mean, there were a lot of people. Dua Lipa, John Cena. Helen Mirren was apparently the narrator, and it was a lot. I loved it. The cast, I think it was more who wasn't in it than who was in the movie, and I thought it was great. The movie was good, people. For someone who doesn't care either way about Barbies, this movie was alright. I thought that it was hilarious. There were so many one-liners from the comedy people in there and the non-comedy people in there, and they delivered and landed at the right time. The comedic timing was great. My first impression was like, why'd they make Asian Barbie a dick? Because Simu Liu was doing the most throughout the movie. Ryan Gosling was proper fit in this movie. Like, he was chiseled to the nines and he looked great. Margot Robbie also looked fantastic. The narrator even made a point in the movie saying that if they wanted to depict somebody as not feeling beautiful anymore, Margot Robbie was the wrong person to cast in this. That was a very funny line. And at first I didn't understand the controversy around the movie. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really read into the controversy. My husband does pop culture, and he was the one telling me a bunch of stuff about it. But by the time they get to the real world, I was like, okay, I see where it all starts to break down. The scene where she feels the girl's pain. So the girl that she went to the real world to find. That scene where she feels the emotion that this girl is feeling, that moved me. I thought that was a very beautiful scene, and I was already invested by then. And I was invested in this movie hard. All the stereotypes were accurate, 100%. The good, the bad, everything. The ones for Barbie, the ones against Barbie, the ones for men, the ones against men. Every single stereotype was accurate in this movie, because guess what? It's all about perception. I see how people can say, oh, it's the feminist movement. But again, it's Barbie. It's in the title, And I see where everybody might be coming from with the controversies in this, but it's not that deep, people. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, keep moving. It doesn't take anything from your body. You watch the movie. Worst case scenario, you wasted an hour and a half, or was it 2 hours? I can't remember. On a movie, but it doesn't take anything away from you. I loved the scenario that it was the mom who needed, Barbie's intervention rather than the daughter. I just thought that it was a nice option than it being about the little girl. It just made sense to me. The Chevy product placement with this movie was heavy. with the car chases and the fact that almost every other car was a Chevy, I thought I didn't mind it. The car chase was pretty awesome. When Ken flipped the script and changed Barbie into Kendom, right? I got it. Honestly, you can't treat people that way without them like having enough. After a while, it was all about existential crisis. Everybody was having one in this movie. Everybody was trying to figure out who they are, what they mean in the world, where their place was. And I get it. I didn't necessarily like how she was treating Ken from the beginning, but it is Barbie and Ken, right? And it's called Barbie Land. Like, it was called Barbie Land, so it made sense to me. But I also understood the point where he was like, this is how you made me feel, you know? This is what it feels like to be on the other side of that door. So it made sense when he flipped the script. I was like, fair point. Barbie, the Depression Barbie ad was fucked up. It was hilarious, but it wasn't funny. That's the best way I can describe it. That ad was serious, honestly. America's Woman's speech was spot on. It was fantastic. I think there was a TikTok about it, and the audio for that TikTok went viral. But it was everything. It was speaking sense upon sense upon sense upon sense. So, and as a woman, I understood that. Cinematography on this was fantastic. The music was actually pretty awesome. I was very impressed by the music. I actually really enjoyed it. Overall, I'd say watch this movie, man. Like, watch it and then you figure out what your bias or what you feel once you've seen the movie. And I don't ever intend on buying a Barbie for myself. If my girls want Barbies, yeah, I think we'll find appropriate ones for them. But I didn't grow up with them, so I'm not attached to them in any way, shape, or form. But this was a good movie. The points that were made on both sides were accurate. And in the end, I can see how people are saying the things that they're saying about the movie. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that it is a good movie. So I'm saying watch this movie. Even if it's at least one time, definitely give it a whirl. I'm going to be watching this multiple times because I really did enjoy the performances. I love the chemistry between the actors. I love the acting. It was all good. And that's most of what I could speak to. I didn't know each individual Barbie. I was blown away by some of those discontinued Barbies. Why they were invented in the first place was, oh my, it's beyond me. I was shocked at some of those discontinued Barbies. They were, and Kens. Yeah, they were out there, that's for sure. I mean, no. But other than that, yeah, give it a watch. Honestly, I think most people will like it. And if you don't, that's okay too. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!